A major event for indigenous peoples from around the world, the 8th session of the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, UNPFII, took place May 18 to 29. Two of the main topics of this year's forum have been climate change and implementation of the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of the Indigenous Peoples, which was signed last year. On the first day of the forum, UN General Assembly President Miguel Brockmann observed that, despite significant progress, indigenous peoples around the world continue to suffer marginalization and human rights violations. Let's move to New York for UNPFII. Some 2,000 indigenous representatives from all regions of the world are participating in the 8th session of the UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues.
Despite significant progress, it is important to point out that indigenous peoples continue to face marginalization, extreme poverty, and other human rights violations that threaten their ways of life and, in some cases, their very survival.
The forum is meeting at the UN headquarters in New York May 18 to 29 to discuss ways to further implement the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Climate change and women's rights are also on the agenda.
Indigenous women are subject to many forms of discrimination and brutalized by violence. Powerful forces continue to take land from indigenous peoples, denigrate their cultures, suppress their languages, and even directly attack their very lives. These acts violate every principle enshrined in the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples.
Attendees have also been examining the relation between indigenous peoples and industrial cooperation and the need to promote corporate social responsibility. TITV Weekly.